parrot also can kind of represent the sin, because it's like all the girls know what to do and what not to do. So it's like the parrot doesn't know what is right or wrong, and so he's representing what they're hiding, because they know don't say that word because it's a sin. But the parrot is just like, Free Willy. They'll say, even if it's a sin. And so I think it represents the sin that's going on that you can't see, because they're hiding it.
Told,
right. Yeah. So, and then the owl.
Yeah, what do you think about the owl?
So the owl, I think, represents another thing, how we were saying about the crocodile in the river. I think it goes with that, how he's, the owl is a reason that the dad's not making relationships, because he doesn't realize those types of things. You know, like the owl represents, like, death or bad
gods.
spirits. Yeah.
And so, the religion that they have right now.
Right. And so he's not taking account of that religion and those values that they already have planted, and so it's like a little thing, but to them it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And so it shows, like, that coming in, like, how they're so different, and how they don't realize it.
I think that's good. I think we've kind of hit on it in multiple, different things through the passages and other questions, but what do you think the different viewpoints of the book allows the reader to understand on a deeper level?
Well, I like the different viewpoints, because each girl values something different. Like how we talked about Ada a lot is...
And Rachel.
Right. Ada and Rachel are definitely very different. Yeah, because Rachel is very of the earth, like we said, and so it shows how what she values, what she values and how she sees Africa changes from what Ada values and how Ada sees Africa. How, Ada values, culture and poetic stuff, and then she sees Africa as beautiful because she correlates it with those, while Rachel sees it as, disgusting, and, she doesn't want to be there, and she dirty. Sweats, and she just wants to, look at herself in her mirrors and do her nails and stuff like that. So I think those... And, I think with the dad, Leah's viewpoint changes your view on the dad sometimes, because Leah is she wants the dad's exception.
She's so close to dad.
Right.
I swear, Ada's not. Which is weird because they're twins, and you would think that they would both want their dad's attention and want to be like their dad, but Ada's so off, and I think it has to do with her disability too.
Yeah.
She just doesn't care what he thinks.
Right.
And she just keeps to herself and does what she pleases and just is herself. I don't think she ever really changed.
Yeah, she doesn't let the world change her.
Yeah.
I think
she knew who she was.
Yeah. And then Ruth May is it Ruth May or Ruth Mary?
I think it's
Ruth May. Wait, let me see. Ruth May. Okay. So Ruth May, I think she's she's probably my favorite to read.
She's hilarious.
Because she's so funny, and she doesn't realize what's happening, and so it's funny to see it from her. Seeing things from a 6-year-old's perspective, or however old she is, young, is so, it's so different than what we see things, because she's not mature, she doesn't realize what's happening, she doesn't think things through, she only knows what she knows, or what she's been told, So she's like, that's a sin, oh no, she's gonna get the verse, or something. It's so funny. I like reading her.
I also really like Ruth May, because I think because she doesn't know much, she isn't, things don't stop her. She isn't uncomfortable to go and make friends.
I know.
And, she starts the bonds.
Every time she meets someone, she's like a pilot that came and picked them up. She was and he gave me a piece of gum, or something like that. And so it shows that she'll go up to anyone. And, how she was the first one to play with all the
She's definitely
boys.
really outgoing, and I think you can tell that in the way that she's written out, and the things she says.
Yeah, and I definitely like that about her.
I also like the mom. The mom's,
it's kind of hard because you don't get a lot of the mom until the beginning of the chapter. And I feel like when you get stuff of her, from her, it's a total different representation than when the girls write about her.
Yeah, I think, honestly, it's from the future.
Yes.
Because it says in the very first, how, sucking life out of death, she just has, not this depressed way to view it.
When it changed to like the Revelation, maybe
Like book 2.
Yeah, when it changed to book 2, and she started talking, she was very. I find it almost I find it impossible to bear. And she talks all through this about how she lost one of her children, and she had to bury one of her children. Yeah. And so it's like foreshadowing, and I think that's a big part of the mom in this book is the foreshadowing. Mm-hmm. So I really, really like her character because it gives
She makes me curious and, like, want to read more.
Right.
And figure things out.
Because sometimes it gets kind of boring on the girls because it's just kind of day-to-day life. Yeah. And so then when you're expecting something, it's more interesting.
Yeah, there's like, wait, when is this going to happen?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so this is from that. So.
Good. Yay.